everyone! AGP, or Amanda Golden Petrie here, and I am the founder of MarketLikeANerd.com, as you probably know if you're listening to this, watching this video. And today I'm joined by my awesome friend and business bestie, Lena Anani, who's going to share with us her case study about her, what it was like working with us and her experience working in our program. So, Lena, welcome! Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I could leave you out. I love you.
Right, and you do know how much I love to brag about you, so.
Yes, I do. I appreciate it. All right. So, Lena, first, I love to start these off by, showing our audience what total rock stars we work with. So, can you start off just by telling us who you are and what you do?
So, hi. My name is Lena Anani. I don't really talk this slow, sorry. So what I do is I'm an author, coach, and speaker, and I work with my clients to brainstorm their books, businesses, and their next big breakthrough.
Oh, I like that. That's a new tagline.
I know. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Awesome. Thanks.
Cool. And then you have host a couple of different sites, but your main one right now is shewroteabook.com, right?
Yes, thank you for reminding me. Yes, shewroteabook.com. That's the link to my awesome possum podcast where I interview amazing female authors from all over the world. And if you go to shewroteabook.com, you'll be able to access all the past episodes and subscribe to future ones.
Yeah, which is so cool. I mean, I love following your podcast and seeing all the different people that you talk to. And for me, it's really cool. One of the things I really love about what I do is helping to spread the word and share the impact of my clients with the rest of the world. And so, I absolutely love what you do. And I myself have hired you for your services, so I know how impactful they are. And therefore, I feel really good about sharing you and helping you grow your business, which is so cool. So Lena and I have a really interesting relationship in that we met a long time ago. When I first started in the industry, we met through a mastermind, and it was like our eyes locked from across the room. And we knew that we were business soulmates. So hashtag true story. And what ended up happening was we just kept hiring each other. Like, she hired me as a coach, I hired her as a copywriter. She hired me as a coach, I hired her to brainstorm stuff, and she interviewed me on her podcast. I made her the guest expert on one of my programs, and it's been this really cool relationship that has kind of developed over time. So, of course, I wanted to talk about that and how that has kind of transpired and impacted each other, because that's one of those cool things that can happen with your clients. It's kind of a mutual transformation that happens there. So, Lena, talk to us a little bit about what it was like in business and life before you came to me, before you met me, before we started working together.
Yeah, so before we started working together, I found myself working like 80 hours a week on top of my full-time job at the time, trying to run my business. And what I loved about you is that you had all of these cool ways to like automate things and kind of cut back on the time and effort that you put into your business. And so that, I'm probably like jumping the gun here by going into why I wanted to work with you. Like,
go for it.
Yeah. So like, long story short, it was basically like I didn't have any systems in place. I didn't have any free time. I was drained. I was exhausted. Man, I was cranky. I'm just looking back at all the snapping that I did back then. And then what I loved about you, and as I got to know you, you were like the automation queen. Like, you were all about systems, and that's like every time I hired you, that is exactly why, because I wanted you to help me figure out how to shrink my workload, because it's doable, and that's how other entrepreneurs are doing. That's how successful entrepreneurs do it. And I'm like, well, how are they doing it? How do they not like pass out and die trying to make this happen? And so through you, I learned how to do all of that.
Yeah, awesome. Cool. Yeah, so My next question is usually why you chose us, but it sounds like that's exactly what it was. So that's kind of the before, and that's why you decided to kind of come our way. Can you talk a little bit about the after? So what are some of your favorite transformations or breakthroughs or decisions that you've made that have really impacted your life and your business?
I mean, there are things that seem so simple after the fact, but looking back, having an opportunity to reflect back on this stuff, I'm thinking about like the tools, for example. You have access to all of these awesome tools online. And not only do you direct us to not only did you direct me to those tools, but you also had like training videos that showed us how to actually use and implement those tools. So for example, you know, you helped me set up an easy automated scheduling system, right? You helped me figure out how to connect it with my MailChimp account so that whenever somebody signs up for a session with me, that automatically gets added to my MailChimp account, which is, I mean, these are all time-saving things. Like, it is incredible how much time is wasted on this stuff, and it doesn't need to be wasted.
Oh, it adds up. It really adds up.
Yeah. You inspired me to do my podcast, which was really cool, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. You directed me to the right resources. You helped me brainstorm the best ideas. And then even with my podcast, like all my guests always compliment me on how easy it is to be a guest on my show because it is a seamless automated system that goes from can I be your guest to my show to scheduling the date of the show to getting all the information they need before the show so that they show up prepared. I mean, the time that saves me too and them, there is no email back and forth with how am I supposed to show up? Oh, do you need my bio? Do you need my headshot? No, it's already taken care of because of another tool that you helped me learn is Jotform, right? You led me to use Jotform as a great tool to collect information so that I don't have to ask 50 separate times. It's just simple as a link. And if you connect the link to the automation system, I mean, it's just the podcast, the system alone, I do have to give you credit for. And I'm going to say that I completely forgot that it does that system, that flow does come from the help that you gave me.
Yeah, the really cool thing about that too is I have been interviewed on a lot of podcasts, and I was interviewed on yours as well. And it's so rare to see people who have that in place. I mean, I actually don't think so far I've had anyone else besides you have that in place. And I'm launching my podcast soon. I'm going to do the same exact thing. I mean, I'm going to have that automated system because it really elevates your expert status. I mean, imagine being a guest on that podcast and being able to go through kind of that seamless experience. I mean, it really makes you look like you've got your shit together.
Yeah, it does. And it pays off too because, at some point they come back and they hire me because they're like, because I look like I have my shit together. I mean, the last interview I did was this awesome woman who's just like, you are a marketing genius. I don't think I am, or a technology genius. And again, I don't think I am, but I feel like one sometimes because of, again, the tools that you showed me how to automate, systemize, and delegate, dare I say. But yeah, and she's like, can I hire you to do the technology piece for me? And then I have to deal with the, do I want to do the work or do I want to coach her through it? I got to figure it out. But that's a completely different story. But anyway, yeah, so exactly. So like the guest experiences, the person on the other side of it experiences a seamless operation. And you're right. It does look like you have your shit together. And when you have your shit together, people are more likely to work with you. They trust you.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what I want to go into next is kind of unique for you because you've worked with me in so many different ways and in so many different capacities, and I'm curious what gets you to keep coming back. For me, I really, I love getting people results and I love getting people breakthroughs, but I find that if you can give people really amazing experiences as well, in addition to all of that other stuff, they'll keep coming back. So for you, why do you keep working with me? Why do you keep collaborating with me? Why do you keep coming back? What is it about you? What is it about this relationship and this experience that has you doing that?
It's so funny. You say it like it's a bad thing. Like, Lena, what's wrong with you? Why do you keep coming back?
No, it's a good thing.
So why do I? It's the accountability. It's the accountability that you provide that many or most coaches don't offer. Um, you just do it. You show up 100%. You over deliver it. I'm sorry if I'm throwing that out there and like raising expectations, but I feel like you really do. You know, when I sign up for one of your programs, I feel like I get so much more than what I signed up for. And that means something because for the most part, I feel like a lot of the programs that I do sign up for, I probably get like 65% of what I sign up for. And so to get that top-notch expertise, customer service from you, I mean, of course it's going to keep me coming back. And not just me keep coming back to you, I'm going to be referring you to as many people as possible because of that, because I feel comfortable knowing that my friends that I'm sending to you, they're going to get taken care of. They're not going to just waste their money.
Yeah.
Like so many other opportunities out there.
I love that. And I pride myself on that. So I'm really happy that, see, when you intentionally do something in your business to create a certain experience and other people describe that exact experience, you know that you did it right. So that makes me so, so happy to hear that. And I really appreciate you sharing your story and talking about what it was like. So before we end it, I want to have a little bit of fun here. If you had to describe working with me or describe me as a coach even in 3 words, and you're like a word wizard, so this should be fun for you. What 3 words would you use?
All right, no pressure.
No pressure.
Bam, pow, and kapow.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Just kidding. No, the 3 words that I'd come up for you, and these are words that I actually use in IRL, in real life, with my friends and colleagues and clients, is you are a marketing genius nerd.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Cool. So, thank you for sharing your story. I appreciate that and you sharing the experience. And it's been so much fun working with you and collaborating with you and just having the relationship evolve, being able to share you with the world and help, your message get out there and seeing you grow and transform. It's been so much fun. I can't wait to see where it takes us next. Before we do our little sign off, there are probably people listening here who are considering hiring us, joining the Market Like a Nerd, nerdpreneur community. And I'm curious what you would say to them. What advice would you give them?
OMG, do it now.
You guys might not get the reference. Hashtag inside joke. She has a book called OMG Do It Now, and a little jingle that goes, OMG Do It Now, Lena, Anani will show you how.
It's Amanda's favorite song.
It's really good.
Yeah, no, I would say if you're sitting on the fence trying to decide if working with Amanda is right or not right for you, I would say it's probably going to be right. You will get incredible value from working with Amanda. You will get incredible results from working with Amanda. You will get an incredible experience like we talked about. You'll have a coach who's actually concerned and cares about you despite the fact that she has other clients on her roster. Like she makes you feel like you're the only one she's working with. So like expect to receive that high level, high care, high authenticity factor from Amanda. And again, I just feel like I don't see much of that out there. And I think Amanda is sets herself apart with what she brings to the table, and so does her team. Aww. Really, really cool people.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I meant every word.
Aw, love you. All right, well, Thank you so much, Lena, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Again, Lena has worked with us in many different capacities. She's had strategy calls with us. She's worked with me privately. She's done our webinar workshop. She's seen the inside of our Selling Like a Nerd program, previously BAM Academy. And you can find her at the shewroteabook.com website, where she has her podcast. Yeah, I appreciate it. And for everyone listening, just so that you know, these results are not unique. I mean, these results are what I aim to create for all of my amazing clients who come through my door. I absolutely love every single member of my nerdpreneur community, and I want them all to be raving like Lena is. And I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to make you my next success story. So thanks for joining, and as always, have a nerdtastic day.